Welcome to theboxingscience.com. I'm the Boxing Doctor, and this is the Boxing Science 3 to 5 report, in where 3 to 5 minutes I tell you what I'm going to talk about, I talk about it, then I tell you what I talked about, and finally I get out of the way. And today's topic is Deontay Wilder has spoken. And he has spoken responding to Mark Breland in an interview with 78 Sports TV. Thanks 78 Sports TV for the information. Deontay Wilder is saying things like he's hurt. He's saying that this man was around me for so long. I fed this dude. That's what he says about Mark Breland. He further goes on to say, even when many people thought I outgrew him, many wanted me to fire him, but I kept him around. And to hear all these things that he's saying, it's crazy. And Deontay Wilder, he sounds hurt. But I'm going to give you and then he goes on to say, even after the fact with all the medical issues that he probably has going on with himself, I still kept him around. For him to betray me and say all this stuff, it's a little hurtful. Only for these simple facts that how close I had him with my family. Yeah, is Deontay going too much? Is he going over the top with his feelings? I'm wondering, did this breakup happen because he's not listening to Mark Breland? You know, Deontay Wilder has made a lot of accusations since his loss to Tyson Fury. And the only accusation he hasn't made is that I was just terrible that night. I was bad. He beat me up. Now I want to paint this scenario for you from the outside looking in. Just imagine Deontay Wilder having the mentality that I'm the champ of the world. I got all the power. I can get you out of there at any time. I don't need to know none of this other stuff. Don't be trying to teach me that. And Mark Breland is saying to him, hey man, it's going to be a night come where you're going to need this. And the other guy saying, don't try to teach me that stuff. I got power. You see, I knocked him down twice in the first fight. And what this seems to me is coming down to this, as the fight's going on, Mark Breland is looking at her and saying, I knew this night was going to come, or he was not going to have the skills to keep a much bigger guy off of him. Now, I don't agree with some of the tactics of Tyson Fury on that night, particularly the leaning on him and getting his arm over Deontay Wilder's head and putting his weight on him, intentionally trying to tire him out. But that's boxing. And probably in the gym, Mark Breland was trying to teach Deontay Wilder how to fight on the inside and keep a big guy like that off of him. And Deontay Wilder refused the knowledge, to accept the knowledge. Let me say that straight. And then on the night when he needed those skills, they were not in his tool bag. And Mark Breland says, he can't stop him on the inside. Let me go and save him. I'm throwing in the towel. Live another day. And he probably knew in the back of his mind, hell, I might get fired for doing this. And so that's what I'm thinking going on. After the fight, they probably had a conversation. He probably told Deontay, man, I told you this is the type of stuff you need to know to be a great, great champion. And Deontay Wilder's ego was like, I don't want to hear a dang thing you got to say, and I'm going to let you go. His corner's probably got in his ear and said, hey, man, he's not really the best thing for you, man. You got to let him go. That's why you lost tonight. He can't really train you how to fight against top-notch heavyweight champions. And so there you go. Deontay Wilder made his decision and fired the man. And Mark Breland left, accepted it, and then here we go. They asked him a question. He says, hey, man, in his mind thinking, I tried to teach him this stuff. He don't want to learn it. His career is over. And I don't know if I agree with Mark Breland on that. I don't think Deontay Wilder's career is over. But I think he has to just get with the right trainer to polish his whole boxing repertoire. So this article has been about, topic has been about, Deontay Wilder has spoken. He's feeling betrayed by Mark Breland. And I think Mark Breland's just telling the truth, and Deontay Wilder doesn't want to accept it. And now we got a difference of opinion, and we go our separate ways. That's life. I'm the Boxing Doctor. You want to hang with me? I'm over at www.theboxingscience.com. Thanks for listening.